Donio, and String Band Sessions podcast is on the road to January 1st, 2026. We're here today at the Joseph A. Ferko String Band getting a preview of Soul Station, their 2026 production. So I'm going to turn to Matt, who's the musical director. So Matt, tell us a little bit about how did the musical score come together. This is what we call a combo theme.
Absolutely,
so it's trains, but it's also disco and soul. How did that come together?
So as this theme developed, we really focused on the visual aspect of trains while taking the music to the 70s. We're playing a lot of famous stuff that everyone's going to recognize, from Bee Gees all the way down to Heaven Knows. Those are all part of our theme. So the music really focused on the disco aspect of the 70s, of the funk, all that stuff. As it's come together, it's been, I think, a whirlwind. We started with 300 plus songs that we were considering that we liked. Part of the struggle, I would say, with string band is that things don't always translate well. So that's one of the wonders of working with Wernega.
John Wernega, who's the arranger.
Is the arranger, yeah. He has the ability to listen to something and say, well, this might work, this won't work, this will work, this won't work. So what we do is we've given him, in this section, here's 5 songs we're considering, and he goes through and he picks, this is the best one, this is going to flow better into the next section. So as it kind of developed, it really turned into all 70s music, and we're really excited about it.
Well, it's nostalgic, for
Absolutely.
sure. So I know we've got, as you said, we've got a little bit of Saturday Night Fever, we've got Donna Summer, we've got Car Wash. Music from that era that I think people can really relate to and enjoy. And Byron Friend, my friend, this is your first year doing the presentation. So how did that come about?
Yeah, so this is my 10th year in Ferko, actually, and my first year as presentation director. It came about, really, just growing up with a passion for Ferko. Overall, it's been an extremely exciting year, getting to get a feel for what this position entails. But couldn't be more proud of how far this band has come so far.
It's a challenge. I mean, it's a challenging role to take on. I'm sure you've had a few, what was I thinking of moments as you're trying to learn and teach, all of these, different moves to the groups, and then putting it all together. What was the most, since your first year, what was the most challenging thing, or what did you find was like a surprise to you actually doing this?
Yeah, so probably the biggest challenge so far this year is just getting used to the role overall. But overall, developing this theme has been a really fun experience. Challenge-wise, looking at and hearing the music and matching the music to the visuals, and really making sure that our show as a whole is one cohesive unit, and just trying to get the maximum effect possible for the show.
And that's a big part of the judging. The overall, the general effect is a big part of how the bands are judged. And Scott Ratzke is going to be captain of the Joseph A. Ferko String Band for the second year in a row. So what did you learn having done it the first time? What skills or what lessons that you learned from last year are you applying to your role this year?
I feel like I learned a lot last year. It was a great learning experience. Just being able to have the honor of going up as the Ferko captain is a great honor. But, you learn a lot every year. I say that in any position in the band, but especially as captain, I learned that I have a voice and I need to use my voice. So I've definitely been trying to do that more this year, and just inspiring the band, trying to keep them motivated for this year.
And I've had a little preview before today. You actually are literally using your voice in part of the routine. So what is your actual role? What character are you playing in this show?
So I'm going to be a disco train conductor this year, kind of bringing this old train yard to life, and turning it into a nice 70s style disco train yard.
Cool. So as I said, this is a combo theme, which is interesting in sort of the history of string bands. Many bands have attempted to combine two different ideas together. So I think this is going to be an exciting one for sure. And we certainly are happy for Joseph A. Ferko String Band to come entertain us at the Soul Station at City Hall on January 1st.